Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Transport Fever 2 Strategy and Tactics, Episode 3. So, in our last episode, we got some more optimizations, and we also got a bunch of new routes. So, New Jetstream City here, this is, we are close zoomed in on a station here, is a pretty popular destination here. As you can see here, I've also renamed all the lines here. So we got little column A, little column B, little column C. Plenty of people looking to move around here. And also, hang on, are we going to get a glimpse of somebody taking the underground? Maybe, maybe not. One other thing I noticed here is I have one thing built unnecessarily. This platform right here, this fourth one, we don't need a fourth platform because platform number 3 is the other side of this platform. So each platform can handle 2 tracks on either side. So we are needlessly paying for this one here. Oh, hi, Ivy. I didn't mean to click on you. Sorry, girl. So we are going to smush this because those cost upkeep, having those station platforms there. That's no good. All right, now their bit of housekeeping here is we're missing a rather large swath of Jetstream City now that it has grown, both in this direction and this direction. So we may need to reorganize some things. So, if we look at our route right here, we just have this little back and forth again. I think it's time we separate this into 2. Now, it looks like, you know, the commercial industrials are mercifully gathering in the same place. So I'm thinking what we should probably do is upgrade up to here. And then we go down here, and we smush, and we smush. Don't worry, we'll replace you. Alright, and then we just need one stop here, because we're not doing the throughput style stop here. Now, the alternative is if we go up here, because the other place I'm thinking of is going here. So we want to be able to catch these up here. My only problem is we don't want the distance to be too bad. How far back can we get away with here? If we put it on that road, it'll catch them. But we won't. We'll miss out on all of those if we don't. Yeah, you know what? Let's try putting it out here. Well, first we got to tram trackify. And the only problem is we're not going to get very efficient UEs out of the deal. Now, if we put you back here, yeah, that puts us out of range as well. There we go, perfect. Now, if we manage the line here, this would be New Jetstream Local, and we're going to get rid of these 2 because we're going to make it a separate line here. So we want Grange Road off and one of the mill roads off. Perfect. That's actually not too bad of a UE right there. Like that just goes a little bit further and then takes the UE. I'm okay with that. Now, one other thing I wanted to do is because trains stop at the station and unload a whole butt ton of passengers, and then those passengers go waiting at the tram here. What we want to do is we want to actually set you to wait until full for a New Jetstream City here, so that if we've basically taken all the passengers and are just waiting for another train load to come and get their thing, we're not going to have empties going there. Right then, now for the new residentials, we may be needing to do another cardinal sin here because I want to start grabbing some more of the residences. See, if we put you back here, that's pretty good. We got this like lone couple of commercials that are outside our range, but not much we can do about them. But if we go over, see over here, we're missing out on a bunch of these. So it may behoove us to move them over. Let me just remind myself of the zoning board. Yeah, you know what? There's a reason why we kept that back up there. Because we're going to get a lot of noise pollution complaints. A lot of noise pollution complaints if we move that. So we may want to actually keep that Grange Road where it is. We just need to make it its own dedicated line. Ba-boom. Bada bing. Eh? Oh, did I? Whoops. That's more like it. And yeah, they'll stick to that. And then same deal goes here, but since Grange Road is the residential, we're going to have them stop at Grange Road. Now let's look at our vehicles here. Yeah, let's keep up with the names of these things. New Jetstream local res. New Jetstream local commercial. There we go. Beautiful. All right, that should have that sorted. Oh wait, hang on. We gotta shuffle some stuff over here. I'm gonna say because it's the longer one, we're gonna get let's get 4 of these trams shuffled over here. Yeah, we'll get you shuffled over to the local residentials. And actually, these two don't need their higher maintenance anymore. Because they are strictly interacting with the commercial zone, so might as well, you know, cheap out a little bit on there. All right, that should get that flowing pretty well. Now, speaking of flowing pretty well, there's another bit of improvement that we need to do. And that's on this, our very initial route. I was doing some looking over, and honestly, this is kind of an ugly route. We can do better. We can do so much better. So I'm going to let this monstrosity of a poor train pull itself in, and then we're gonna clip this a little bit. We need to make this more efficient because that's less travel time. That's and then that will extend the reach for everybody, and we want that. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I'm also going to give Malenopolis the wait time thing. So the downtown local, we want Malenopolis Central to wait until fall, and then Malenopolis residential local will get that up there. Because yeah, generally you have more people. There we go. All right. Now that train's pulled in and we have a happy heaping helping of cash, let's make this route a little bit better. We can do better. We can make it more efficient. Yes, I know. Actually, I'm not going to go completely ham demolishing this. I'm going to demolish it to, let's say about here. Because I don't want to have to keep paying the upkeep on that. But we're going to keep some of those tracks out there, just in case we need them later on. And yeah, we'll keep it. We'll delete it all the way up to there. Now then, let's get back to tracks. So we have this little mountain here. This is what originally caused me to go around it, but this part of the mountain up here, not too shabby. It's actually kind of thin, like right up here. So we should be able to tackle that without too much maintenance. And if we look at the terrain, we should get a nice little run up to it too. Yeah, like right up here. Because if we can get a gradual rise, we don't need to gouge out the side of it or make a tunnel. Like if we were just to draw straight through, it's going to make us a tunnel. We don't want a tunnel. That's expensive. We are okay with the rise and fall here, as long as we're just smart about it. know what? And that's okay. See, now we don't need the tunnel. We are doing some heavy modification here. I will admit that's a little expensive, but that's not a lot of expensive. So we can make that do. Now this thing has some pretty serious hills here, so we may need to be changing out the train car here in order for it to make the slope. Because if you remember, that train was not exactly rated for this kind of a route here. I may have done this a little prematurely. I mean, we've got some new engines coming right around the bend, but yeah. There we go, that should be good. And now problem solved. So now we have a much faster route. Oh, for Pete's sake, don't do this game. Okay, we're back. Alright, train 3. Let's keep an eye on you to see if you can actually make this hill. I'm a little nervous about this. Just a touch. I've never actually... I wonder if there's an achievement for making it so the train can't make the loop, as it were. Well, it's building up some good momentum here. Yeah, see, it's slowing down, but it can actually make the hill. Alright, I think we're good. That's actually not too bad. Yay, conservation of motion. Woo! Alright, so, yeah, we got plenty more trains coming on here. Who you got here? Yeah, Michael in the new Jetstream City. Nice and full, that's what we like to see. That means efficient, and efficient financially. Alright, so yeah, see, now we got a lot more people coming down here now that we've split these two up, and that's fine, because we got the lion's share on this one. I knew it was going to need it. Melanopolis, how we doing here? Oh, well, yeah, we just had this massive train dumping stuff off here, and that's fine. But now, yeah, downtown local, residential local. I didn't realize so many people were going to go to the residential local. Oh, that's why. Yeah, you know what? Maybe for Melanopolis residential local, this one also needs to be that. We don't need them all parked there waiting for people. Just go. Because we need you at the tram station. Now we got something rather important. Oh yeah, there. Drop that all off here. Yeah, see, this thing I think is a little bit too big. I think I may have overshot this. I was so disciplined with not overbuying my trams, but I went a little bit too nuts with buying my train here. But we will be fixing that momentarily in say about 31 days. Well, 32 days to be exact. Because in 1862 is when we get our first very important advancement in technology. There we go, the Borsig and the Bavarian passenger car. Handy that. That's what I'm talking about. So now we can do some really nice things. Like, oh, I don't know, let's borrow up to here. Let's do some replacing on train 3, because this of all of our trains needs to be modernized the most. So we're going to completely replace the engine here. Now the Borsigs actually, you always need to be wary when you're upgrading trains, because you need to see what the cost per year is. This is 40,000 per year. Borsig only costs 54. So yes, it is an increase, but we're getting more power and we're getting more speed out of it, so it can make more trips. So as long as you've got the demand to fill those trips, then you're golden. Now for the Bavarian passenger car, see the D13 coach only can go 40, so even if we were to stick them onto the Borsig, they would slow the Borsig down, but the Bavarian passenger coach This thing can go up to 50, so we can actually utilize that 45-mile-an-hour limit that the Borsig can pull. So we want to get that up here. And what? We want this one to be a little bit higher than the others. More than 64. Let's go for 80. I think 80's a pretty good one. Voop! And we even have enough to pay back one of our loans here. Perfect. So now, this is going much, much faster. And we didn't lose our cargo either. Yeah, so this thing can now properly pull the stuff and actually get itself up to 45 miles an hour on here. And it's now traveling a shorter route. So our reach in both regards should be much better. Yeah, see, 11 minutes, 47 seconds, down from 14, which is a much better improvement. Melanopolis well, we also, I had that erroneous stop order on there, or wait till full order. So yeah, of course they're going to be losing money because I was messing with the timetables. I'm not going to mess with the vehicle counts. How many people got waiting here for us? 71. All right, that's good. Yeah, we got 80 capacity, so I think that'll be good. We don't need the 101 capacity that we were rocking before. Like I said, that was a bit of an overreaction. But now, if we look at our reach here, see how that's going up now? Now that we've increased the speed and the frequency of the connection here, this can start seeing more places. Our cities haven't grown. Like they already got their growing out of their systems. This increase in destinations is not because we're suddenly, magically creating new stuff. No, it's now seeing further. Now, I don't think the problem is it's seeing into Jetstream City. I think the problem here was it's seeing enough places in St. Michael and JC City because too much time was being burned up on this route. But now that we've improved this, faster line, faster engine, now it can see more destinations. Now, this may not necessarily be enough to roll this over to the 50% bonus. That's okay. What I want, every destination counts, in my opinion, because the more destinations, the more passenger traffic. The more passenger traffic, the more money that we can make from all this. So I am perfectly happy with this here. Yeah, now we got big mass thing here, but we're not getting the exclamation points here. That's the important bit. So it can take a full train load and not go completely insane. Speaking of taking full train loads and not going insane, we might need to bite the bullet and expand this at the expense of our little friend here. Yeah, one building will need to be removed for 200. Yeah, I wish that wasn't such a big expensive one. Well, maybe we can keep up with the supplies here. But yeah, look at this. Popular station. As it should be. Now, what's our next move is maybe your question. Well, the next move is now that we have our newfound power of lengthening here, I want to go down to another city. I want to go for a slightly longer route, Mount Aurelius. Now, Mount Aurelius is going to have a similar problem to what we did with Melanopolis to New Jetstream City, in that there's going to be an easier but longer route in the form of this right here. If we just go along here and then just stick to the lowlands, stick to the road really, we'll be in good shape. But if we want to do as the crow flies, we're going to have to negotiate all of this nonsense. And even if we weave between these two big mountains, we still have all of this hilliness to negotiate. And that's going to get real expensive real fast. And in this case, I don't think we're going too far out of our way to route around it. So I'm actually okay taking the route. We're not going to just demolish it like we did with the other route. But what we need to do is build up our bank account a little bit more before we can make our next move. We are making a decent amount of money here. I know there's a lot of fluctuations here in the cash flow, but that will settle down once our roots settle down here. We had a whole bunch of investments here, and we should be getting to the 500,000 per quarter here. And heck, even our roads are helping to contribute to that. So once more of our cities grow, we get our profits up and going, then we should be good. Ooh, and we just got a big push into 700, so we can keep nickel and diming those loans away, so we can mitigate our loan interest until we're actually ready to press that into service. All right. Well, you know what? I think this is a good episode. I know a little bit of a shorter one, but we will be back with enough money to make our next extension here. Unfortunately, we can't just keep going building upon building upon building like we were in the early game, because we don't quite have the cash flow. But that being said, I think we're doing well. Yeah, Moline Opus is up to 731 in destinations. So I think we're in good shape here with our more destinations, because more destinations is going to mean more passengers across the board. So that will mean more profits. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!